The question you have to ask yourself is this: are you a good brother or are you a nerd? What's going on, everybody? S.L.B coming at you with another video review, and this time we're taking a look at WWE Elite Collection Series 56, Luke Gallows. And here he is in his packaging. Let's take a quick look. Elite Collection on the top. On the front, it just says Build to Display, Series 56, WWE Elite Collection. There he is looking all mean, the shorter goatee than he has in there, but this side just says Luke Gallows. On the back of the packaging, it just has a brief bio of Luke Gallows here. No mention of Festus whatsoever. Thank God. So let's get Luke Gallows out of his plastic prison and see what he looks like in hand. All right, well, here is Luke Gallows out of the packaging, and I'm going to say right now, out of AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson, I have to say, figure-wise, Luke Gallows is probably my favorite figure out of those three. Let's go over what's included really quickly before I get into all that stuff. So again, let's move them out to the side. You got your display stand already put together. Picture slots in just like so. Just like so. There we go. And you can connect them right there. And there you have the Good Brothers. Yay! Yeah, too sweet. Sorry. That's just me. Let's get him back here. And here we have his hooded trench coat right here, which looks great. It's that soft plastic. You're able to move it around a little bit, but not too much. And the hood part of it is molded into the trench coat. Thank God. So there you have that. And let's get Mr. Pointer Spudger here so we can take a look at the details of this thing. The details on this thing are great. The Old English letters on the side here look really good. The outline of silver around each letter, when the light hits it just right, it really pops. It really stands out. It's really vibrant. I don't know how well the camera is getting that, but face to face, that silver really stands out when the light hits it just right. I think that's really cool. All throughout, you have these blue splotchy lines all throughout, all around, which is very reminiscent of the Nasty Boys back in the late 80s, early 90s. On the back here, you just have a lot of splotchy paint, which is supposed to be like that. You also do have the Gallows and Anderson gas mask and sword logo right here, but it's missing a handle, the third handle right up here. And you have hashtag GB for life, which stands for hashtag Good Brother for life right here. So looks really good. I'll put it on. I'll show you how to put it on later on in the video. But let's get into the figure himself and why I say he is my favorite. Just on the face alone, it's got this mean Luke Gallows grin, which looks really close to lifelike. Looks really mean. He's got this frowning face, which looks really just good and molded detail on that mouth. That's what she said. Well, no, that's not what she said. That's just what I said. That doesn't make any sense. Moving on. He's also got this nice thick chin beard right here, goatee section right here, as well as the thin beard on the side here. Going over the details, you've got that blue splotch paint and the straps here, and the white's really nicely done. Looks pretty even for the most part. You've got that logo on his abs section right here, the gas mask and the three swords. Looks really good. The tattoos are really nicely done. They're they have a really good eye for detail when they get into these figures, especially with their tattoos. The one mold issue I have is that his biceps are really skinny. I mean, if you look at it like this, he's got big, huge, honking, arms. But if you look at it like this, they're like super skinny. So the proportions are a little off on the molding of the arms here, but it is what it is. But the paint detail on the tattoos is really nice. on his arms. Especially in the upper arm right here, you got a nice giant skull, which should look really familiar because that's, you know, Festus. He got that when he was Festus in the mid 2000s in the WWE. Yeah, I think it was mid 2000s. So, and if we go on this arm, there's surprisingly some color on this arm. You got some nice line work here for the tattoos, but if you go in really close right here, you've got some red eyes picked out right there. And if you go to the back of the arm, you've got some greens and some reds and some purples kind of in there as well. Looks really good. Yeah. His back is nicely clean with the paint areas right here. Really nicely done. Moving on, you got a nice silver belt buckle right here, as well as some nice molded area for the belt and belt loops, as well as some back pockets molded in right there. Going down the legs, you've got the hashtag Luke Gallows stamp right here. Looks really good. The silver really stands out, really vibrant. Going down the side of the leg, you've got those blue and silver paint splotches right here, which are really nicely done. On this side, paint splotches again, and then you got some Japanese characters right here on this side. If anybody knows what this means, please let me know in the comment section down below. I don't care if you're making it up or if it's real, just let me know in the comment section down below. And I like the molding of the pant legs. It makes them look like they're just not just hanging there, that they're actually kind of, you know, some method to the madness, and it just looks really good. And moving on to the boots, some nice painted whites on the bottom here. No real paint blemishes on the feet. Looks good altogether. Articulation wise, head, it's your standard WWE Elite figure articulation. Head can do a full 360. Down, good deal. Up, decent. Arms 360. Out that far. Bicep swivel. 90-degree bend at the elbow. Wrist swivel, wrist hinge, ab crunch, awkward waist because of the size right there. Legs can go only that far, which is kind of a bummer because Luke Gallows is known for his kicks, his super kicks, his high boots, and all that. So it's kind of a shame you can only get that far with that. Cannot go back any further because of the buns of steel of Luke Gallows. Thigh swivel right there. Gorgeous double bend at the knee. No swivel underneath the knee, which is okay. Ankle rocker. Oh, dual ankle rocker right here. That's awkward. That's a new thing. Look at that. Yeah, can break his ankle pretty much. And no real ankle pivot, which is kind of a shame. So that is that. Let's get into some comparisons. For comparison, here he is with the other good brother, Carl Anderson. And here he is, the other Bullet Club leader, AJ Styles. Stop falling over, AJ. Let's get them all in frame here. So there you go. Bullet Club for life. Good brothers, one and all. There's that. Here he is next to Dragon Star Vegeta. And here he is next to a 3 3/4 inch Captain America. There you have that. Now let's get the hooded trench coat on him. Easiest way I can see to do this is just bend the arms in the back. Do them one at a time. Yes, you're going to have to force the plastic around, but it's a lot easier since the hood is molded into it than doing it with AJ Styles. And there he is with his entrance gear on, and I think that looks awesome. That is a mean looking Luke Gallows. So let's get into some final thoughts for the figure. Like I said earlier in the video, he is probably my favorite figure out of the 3 Bullet Club members that I have. The face sculpt is on point. The painting is very nicely done. My main issue is these biceps right here. The proportions of them, to me, seem a little off. They seem a little skinny than they should be. That's just my one big issue with it. Everything from the head down is really well done. I like the paint apps. I like the look of him. He screams Luke Gallows. It's not like Carl Anderson here, who kind of has a cartoonish face almost. You know, it's a good representation of Luke Gallows. They look good together. Having them side by side, you can tell they're good brothers, and they look really good together. Again, going back to Carl Anderson, I would have liked a different pair of another outfit for the legs and tights and everything, but that's just me. But we're talking about Luke Gallows. So here he's Luke Gallows, and there's nothing more to say about him. I mean, he just blew me away. He looks really good. When they debuted in WWE, him and Carl Anderson, I went ballistic. I went crazy. I'm like, yes, finally. You know, we had AJ Styles, and then Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson debuted, and I was floored. I was so ecstatic. Talk about a waste of talent. Although right now they have, you know, a chance to become tag team champions on SmackDown, which is good. But I think it's a wasted opportunity to keep them separated from AJ Styles, or when they were on Raw, keep them separated from Finn Balor. They started to get to that point, but then we had the brand split, or the superstar shakeup, whatever you want to call it. And I think it was a wasted opportunity. What WWE needs right now is an invasion from the Bullet Club. Be it, you know, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and AJ Styles, or Finn Balor, or anything like that. They need a good angle to make these guys the dominant faction in wrestling today. They're already doing it on the indies with Cody Rhodes, Young Bucks, Hangman Page, you know, Marty Scurll. All those guys are nailing it in the indies. And this is my opinion of what WWE needs right now, is a badass faction group. You're never going to make these guys heels if they get them together. Keep them baby faces, but keep them Stone Cold Steve Austin babyface, DX babyface. Let them go crazy. Let them just fly off the script. Let them break kayfabe. That is my opinion. What is your opinion? Let me know what you think about this figure, if you have this figure, or if you agree with anything I said about the wrestling industry. Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. All of those links will be in the description down there. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Did I say that already? I don't know. This is S.L.B, and this has been my review of WWE Elite Collection Series 56 Luke Gallows. And this is S.L.B saying, my childhood hates me. Too sweet? No? All right, bye.